Welcome friends. In this video we'll talk about triangle feasibility and a very important question which came in CAT. So what does triangle feasibility mean? So let us take a triangle ABC. Now in this triangle ABC the sides are AB, BC and CA. And BC is the side which is opposite to angle A. So by convention we call BC length as small a. Similarly, AB is the side which is opposite to angle C. So by convention AB ka length is C. And similarly AC ka length is small b. So what does triangle feasibility mean? It means simply the fact that sum of any two sides of a triangle is supposed to be more than the third side. Only then you can have a triangle. What we mean here is, if you want to go from point B to point C, the straight line distance is small a. And if you go from point B to point C via point A, it's not a straight line thing. So that is why B plus C, small b plus small c will always be more than A. That is like the explanation. So B plus C will be more than A plus B will be more than C, and C plus A will be more than B. That is your triangle feasibility, correct? And there is also a feasibility for obtuse angle triangles and acute angle triangles. We'll come to it in a while. Okay, so let us see the question. Question says, this is a CAT question. Consider an obtuse angle triangle with sides 8, 15 and x centimeter. Okay, so two sides have been given, 8 and 15 centimeter, and third side has been given as a variable which is x. Now the extra thing that they are telling is x is an integer. Then how many such triangles exist? How many such triangles will exist? That's what they want to know. Okay, fine. So now let's come to this problem and let's try to solve it. So first of all we'll apply triangle feasibility, because first of all we have to make sure that such a triangle exists, and then we have to make sure that it is an obtuse angle triangle. So what happens? What is the sum of 8 and 15? So sum of 8 and 15 is 23. Now x cannot be 23 or x cannot be more than 23. X has to be less than 23. Correct? Because sum of two sides has to be more than third side. So sum of two sides is 15 plus 8, 23. So 23 has to be more than the third side. So that's why I have written x has to be less than equal to 15 plus 8 minus 1. So the maximum value of x has to be less than 23. The maximum value of x can be 22 only. Correct? Because if x is 23, it violates the condition. 8 plus 15 is 23, so x has to be less than 23. Only then sum of two sides will be more than the third side. So the maximum value of x is 22, and on the LHS in the inequality I have written x has to be more than 15 minus 8 plus 1. So what is 15 minus 8? 7, and 7, x has to be more than 8, because if x is x has to be more than equal to 8, because if x is 7, then what will you have again? If x is 7, then 8 plus 7 is 15, which is equal to 15. But we want x to be minimum 8, so that 8 plus 8 sum of two sides is more than the third side. Okay, so the minimum value of x is 8 and the maximum value is 22. We can generalize this as a rule. So if you have two sides given as small a and small b, then the third side will be more than equal to the difference of a and b plus 1. Okay, so in this case your two sides are 8 and 15, so the third side will be more than 15 minus 8 plus 1, and it will be less than mod of a plus b minus 1, which I have written as a general rule in terms of a and b. So in this case x will be less than equal to 15 plus 8 minus 1. You can see that on the left hand side of the board. Okay, so that thing, mod of a minus b plus 1 is less than equal to third side is less than equal to mod of a plus b minus 1 is the generalization. Okay, so it will work. Why I have taken mod? Because we don't know A is more or B is more. So the difference has to be taken as positive. So you have to subtract the smaller number from the larger number. Now all these values of x, so there are 15 such values. From 8 to 22 there are 15 numbers including 8 and 22. So the triangle will form. So if the question was only this much, that consider a triangle with sides 8, 15 and x, then we would have said how many such triangles will be there? 15. But this is just any triangle. But some of those triangles could be a right angle triangle or acute triangle. So we need to count only the obtuse triangle. Now I have drawn an obtuse triangle also in the diagram ABC, if you can see in the bottom. In that obtuse angle is C, and the largest side is always opposite to the largest angle, which is the small c. Now what is the condition for obtuse triangle? If you can see to the right side of the board, the largest side, which is C, so c square has to be more than a square plus b square for obtuse triangle, and for acute triangle in which all the angles are less than 90, c square has to be less than a square plus b square. So for our purpose, we want to use this one. C square is more than equal to a square plus b square. Now we don't know, the students know this, but still they make mistake. Why they make mistake, I'll tell you. See, so now definitely 8 is not the biggest side. So biggest side is either 15 or x. Suppose 15 is the biggest side, so 15 is c. So 15 is c, then c square has to be more than a square plus b square. So if I write that condition of obtuse triangle, I will say 15 square is more than 8 square plus x square. And if I solve that, 225 is more than 64 plus x square. And then simplifying, x square has to be less than 161. Now the minimum value of x is 8. So x can be 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. X cannot be 13 because 13 square is 169. Okay. So we got 5 values, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. If I take these 5 values, I will get an obtuse triangle. If I take x as 13, it will not be obtuse triangle. Some of the students will do this and they will mark the answer as 5. And 5 was given in the option also. So they got the question, but they got half of it. Because they felt that 15 is the largest side. Who knows? Probably x could be the largest side. We don't know the value of x only. So let us consider the second case when x is the largest side. In that case, we will say x square is more than 15 square plus 8 square. In this case, we are considering c to be x. We are thinking or assuming that x is the largest side. So c square has to be more than a square plus b square. So x square is more than 15 square plus 8 square. Simplifying, x square is more than 225 plus 64. So x square is more than 289. So x is more than 17. So x can be 18, 19, 20, 21 and 22. You can see maximum value of x is 22. Again we got 5 more values, that is 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So all the 2 values which I have placed in the rectangular boxes, x equal to 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 and x equal to 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So these are the 10 values for which values of x for which we will get an obtuse angle triangle. Okay. So if the question was only this much, that when is a triangle feasible, what are the values of x for which a triangle is possible, then we would have said 15 numbers. From 8 to 22 there are 15 numbers, 15 integers. But in this case 10 will be there. So we are rejecting the values of x which are 13, 14, 15, 16 and 17 because for those values we will not get obtuse angle triangle. In fact, for x equal to 17 we will get an exactly right angle triangle, because 8 square plus 15 square is equal to 17 square, which is Pythagoras theorem, correct, which is c square is equal to a square plus b square. I hope this was a useful concept. So we learned triangle feasibility. We also learned the feasibility of an obtuse triangle, acute triangle, and we solved a question on that. I hope you had a good time learning. Please like the video if you liked it, if you understood it. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon and share with your friends if you like it, and keep learning. I wish to come up with something new every day. Thank you guys.